Welcome to Cardio Tabata. We don't need any equipment. A mat is just optional for class today, but we'll start with a warm up first. So we're going to start with a squat and side reach. So you can take a nice wide stance for your squats, and we'll start to lower down towards the ground. And as we stand up, we'll reach to the side, big stretch, and we'll squat back down, then reach to the other side for a big stretch. So you can keep repeating this pattern at your own pace. Feel free to hold that stretch a little bit longer if you'd like. You can get as low as comfortable in that squat, just really working to bring some warmth to the legs, start to open up the hips. Then of course, stretch out the upper body with that side reach. We'll spend about 10 more seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll keep our wide stance, bring your arms out to a T, moving to some windmills. We'll slowly start to hinge forward to reach down towards the shin or toes. Stand back up, then reach down to the other side and stand back up. So we should be hinging forward, so reaching down, pushing hips behind us, and giving those glutes a squeeze to bring us back to standing. Feeling a nice stretch in those hamstrings, a little stretch in the low back. We'll spend 10 more seconds here. Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you can shake the legs out for a moment. Then we'll go to some Frankenstein. So we're gonna be kicking our leg out in front of us and reaching towards the shin or toes, just alternating sides. You can kind of keep it slow, just moving at your own pace, and kind of readjusting your balance as needed in between each side. If you're like me and you have tight hamstrings, you can take a bend in those knees as you kick it forward. Start to get the core activated here as we use it to lift that leg. Go on for 10 more seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll finish up our warm up with some high-low punches. So we're going to start with the right side facing forward. And just like it sounds, we're going to punch high, punch low, and get a little squat in between. So you can get started and punch high, punch low. Doesn't have to be a pretty punch or even super coordinated by any means. Getting those legs warm, starting to get that heart rate up, getting a little coordination, all the good stuff. We'll get ready to switch to the other side in 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch left hand forward and same thing, get started right away. Punching high, punching low, bonus squats. Keeping that chest lifted tall. We should feel that heart rate rising. Feel those legs getting warm. Woo. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. Now that we're feeling good, feeling warm, we'll get started with our first set here. So feel free to keep stretching while I'm explaining. So for Tabata, we have 20 seconds of all out work, followed by 10 seconds of rest. So it's very fast paced, quick turnaround with our breaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain all the exercises, and I'll just kind of remind you right beforehand, just so we have nice fast pace and I don't talk too much in between each round. So we're gonna start off with a squat and a right leg lift. So just like it sounds, we're squatting down, then lifting that right leg up, trying to go a little bit quicker than you normally would. You don't have to get quite as low with that squat. So we're just lifting the right side. After that, we're gonna go for alternating front kicks. So we're gonna start with hands at the chest, kick forward and kind of bring the hands down, squeezing the shoulder blades as we do so. Then we'll go to a squat, leg lift on the left, and then we'll wrap it up with a shuffle and punch. So a little bit of coordination here. We have 2 options. Our low impact option is going to be step, 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 punch, step, 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 punch. So we're getting a little twist with that third step and punch. The quicker version is shuffling and punching. So we're gonna shuffle for 2, punch, shuffle 2, punch. So however it works for coordination, it doesn't have to be pretty. As long as we're moving, that's what counts. So with all that said, we're gonna start with squat and leg lift on the right side, 20 seconds work. We'll get started here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So squatting and lifting that right leg. And right side only. You can move at your own pace, but again, try to make it a little bit quicker than our normal squats. Don't have to go quite as low. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Next up is our alternating front kicks. You can start at the chest in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So you're kicking and breaking the hands, kind of pulling those elbows back to squeeze the shoulder blades. Just kicking as high as comfortable. You can hang out lower, that's better. We're going nice and high. Play around. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 10-second break. Back to squat, leg lift on the left side this time in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squatting down, lifting left leg only. If you can remember, try to match your tempo from that first side. Keep it as even as possible. Here we go. Home stretch. Here's 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Going to our shuffle punch, either the steps or the actual shuffle. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So option 1 is 3 steps and a punch. Kind of bring your way across, little rotation, or you can shuffle, shuffle, punch. Whatever we're doing to keep moving. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 10-second break. Shake it out. We're back to the top. Squat, leg lift right. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Getting that leg up as high as comfortable. Repeating that right side only. Remembering to breathe through. We have 10 seconds left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We'll shake it out. Front kicks are coming up next. Arms start at the chest. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You go as high as comfortable, kind of breaking the hands, squeezing shoulder blades as we pull those elbows behind us. At a smooth tempo here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. 10 seconds. Back to squat, leg lift, left side. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Get that leg up as high as comfortable. I mean, again, you don't have to get quite as low in your squat. Going for a little more speed. Good. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Shuffle punch coming up next. Our little coordination challenge. Beginning in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, 3 steps for the slower version. 2 shuffles for quick version. We're always twisting and rotating to punch kind of across the body. Home stretch. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. The end of our first round. We will come back to that one though, don't worry. We're gonna go for a mini Tabata round with a little more strength focus. Will be a little bit slower. It's gonna be our active recovery. So we have 2 exercises. First off, nice wide stance. We have a sumo squat hold and oblique crunches. So we're gonna reach elbow down towards the knee, down to the knee, and just stay low the whole time. So working the legs and working those obliques. After that, we're gonna go for a march and twist. So we're gonna press the fists together in front of the chest to keep that upper body active. We're going to march, bring that knee up as high as comfortable, and twist, elbow across. So we'll go through each of those twice, same timing. We'll start with our sumo hold oblique crunch in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're breathing through here. And this is our fun active recovery. Woo! Some bonus strength work. We'll sink a ½ inch lower, 10 seconds. Deep breaths. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll stand up, shake it out. Next up is march and twist. And pressing those fists together to keep that upper body active. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So marching, twisting, keeping that torso nice and tall. Knee up as high as comfortable. Here we go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 10 seconds. Back to our sumo squat hold and oblique crunch in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and low. Dipping down, elbow to knee, pulling straight back to the center and using those obliques to lift yourself up. Sink a little bit lower. Give me a ½ inch. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can stand up, shake it out. Back to our march and twist. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee up and twisting as far as comfortable to activate that core. Keeping our chest lifted tall and really pressing those hands together. Long stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work, everyone. Feel free to grab a sip of water if you'd like, now that we're simmered down a little bit here with our active recovery. Woo. All right, feel free to stretch, kind of move around while I'm explaining our second round through. So set number 2 is gonna start with stance jacks. We're gonna start straight line, reaching to the top, feet together. Option 1 is stepping out wide and bring it back to the top, alternating sides as we go. Option 2 is jumping wide and back to the center. So feel free to mix and match, stepping and hopping as well. Second, we have more jacks. This time we're doing cross jacks. So our low impact option, if I coordinate here, we're gonna step in the front and kind of twist those arms. So we're stepping across. The jumping option is doing that same thing, but we're hopping the feet, crisscrossing in the center. So again, a little coordination for you today. After that, we have speed bags and kind of a side hop. So pretend we're punching a bag, keeping those hands moving, trying to keep them away from your face and just shuffling or hopping side to side. Lastly, we have mountain climbers. We're gonna head down to our mats. Option of either a slow climber, starting in high plank, bring knee to the chest, or you can speed it up and kind of run those knees into the chest. So we'll go through each of those 2 times, again, straight through, starting off with our stance jacks here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, round 2. They're stepping out or hopping out, trying to land softly on the feet. Nice wide steps if you choose that option. Last 3, 2, 1. Good. 10-second break. Get ready for some cross jacks. Coordination challenge in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So either stepping the foot across or hopping. Just try to alternate which hand goes on top. There we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. It's been a while since I've done that one. Next up is our speed bags. Gonna be careful of where your hands are in location to your face. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just a side to side shuffle. Keep those hands moving. Go nice and quick. 5 seconds. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Good. Last up, mountain climbers, you can head down to the ground, down to a mat if you have one. Slow or quick. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Bring knees to chest and pick your pace. Either way, trying to keep that back nice and flat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. We'll stand our way up. Moving back to the top, stance jacks. Starting with arms overhead, we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. They're stepping out wide or hopping wide. If you ever need a little extra breather, feel free to take one. Join us when you're ready. 10 seconds. Light on the feet. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Shake it out, take a breath. Cross jacks are next. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Cross jacks. You're stepping or hopping. Good brain teaser. Just try to keep it moving. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Speed bags are next. I'm just getting a little shuffle going side to side. Have some fun with it. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. And just be careful where your hands are in location to your face. Here we go, nice and quick. Try to switch directions. Brain teaser. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, that's hard. All right, mountain climbers. Last up in this round, then we'll have an active recovery after. Slow or quick. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. We're staying strong here, 20 seconds. If you need a break, hold that high plank. 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. We'll stay down on the mat. Feel free to take a breath, shake it out, maybe towel off. And our active recovery this time around is some core. So we're going to be doing some side planks with a crunch and reach. So we're going to set up on our elbow, keeping it right below the shoulder. Option 1 is going to be down on the knee. So we're going to take a 90-degree bend in that bottom leg. And the leg on top is just going to go straight down, so we're in line with the body. From here, we're going to lift up. Arm is overhead, and we'll crunch that leg in, then reach it out, keeping that hip lifted off the mat the whole time. Option 2, same motion, but we're going to be up on the toe, and we are crunching and reaching, once again, keeping that hip up off the mat. So whatever option you pick, just try to do it on both sides. With that said, we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So crunching and reaching. Always an option to hold that side plank too if you're not feeling this movement right now. Totally fine. 10 seconds. Lift the hip up a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We'll flip over, setting up the same way you did on that first side. Elbow below the shoulder. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. And crunching and reaching. Always an option to hold 2, Just really focusing on keeping that hip up off the mat. 5 seconds. Here's 3, 2, 1. Woo, flip, switching sides. We're back to whatever side you started with. I started with my left. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Second and final round here. Here we go. Keeping that hip up. We're staying strong. Already over halfway. 5 seconds. We can do this. 3, 2, 1. Woo! We'll flip on over gracefully as you can. Set up the same way here. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. And last time here. Nice work. Reaching up as far as we can. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo. All right. You can make your way back to standing. Feel free to grab a sip of water on your way up. Maybe take some time to shake it out. We have one final fun power round. So now I'm gonna put your brain to the test. We're gonna go all the way through all of our exercises. So we're gonna start with our first set, which squat leg lift, front kicks, squat leg lift, and our shuffle punch. Then we'll go straight into our second set we just did. So stance jack, cross jack, speed bag, and mountain climbers, which I will call them out as we go, because as you can see, I can't even remember them all. So with that said, we'll start at the top. One big round through, squat and leg lift on the right side. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Squatting and getting that leg up, feeling those hips, working hard. And it's going for more of a partial squat so we can get a couple more reps in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. 10-second break. Going to our alternating front kicks. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We are kicking and pulling those elbows behind us, kind of breaking the hands. You can kick as high or as low as comfortable, as long as we're kicking. Here we go. 5 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Shake it out. Back to our squat leg lift, left side. 3, 2, 1. And squatting. Lifting that leg up as high as comfortable. Repeating that left side only. Breathing through. We have 10 more seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 10-second breather. Shuffle and punch next. Again, 3 steps and a punch, or 2 shuffles and a punch. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So slow step, 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 punch. I'm just trying to keep it moving. Getting that punch across the body. There we go. Getting the hang of it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. 10 seconds to rest. Moving to our second set, stance jacks. Arms start overhead. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Stepping out wide or hopping out wide. Feel free to mix and match, get a little funky with it. 10 more seconds. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breather. Cross jacks are next. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So a little coordination here. Crossing over, either a step or a hop. Staying light on those feet. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Speed bags are next. And just be careful of not punching yourself, shifting side to side. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and quick with the hands, light shuffle, maybe a little hop. And we'll switch directions. There we go. Keep with it. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, that's a fun one. Mountain climbers are next. We'll head down to our mats, slow or quick. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Knee to chest, slow, quick. Aiming to keep that back nice and flat. Core brace tight. Final push. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, we'll wrap up class with our mini rounds. So these ones we will do per usual. So we'll start with the standing ones first, get through that 2 rounds, and then we'll move down to the mat for 2 rounds of our side planks, just so we're not up and down so much. So you can make your way to standing if you haven't already. We're starting off with our sumo squat hold and oblique crunches in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just easing into the end of class here. Taking some deep breaths, kind of slowing down with some strength. Focusing on pulling ourselves up using those strong obliques. Sink a little bit lower. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll stand it up. March and twist is next. We'll bring and fists together in front of the chest. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And just twisting as far as comfortable, using core to both lift the knee and a twist. And keep pressing the hands together. Keep that upper body active. 3, 2, 1. Woo, we'll shake it out. One more time through as we slow things down. Back to sumo squats. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Last time here. And staying as low as you can in those legs. Stepping straight down to the side for the crunch. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, stand it up. Give the legs a good shake. March and twist is next in 3, 2, 1. And picking that knee up, twisting as far as comfortable. There's no rush with this one, focusing more on building some core strength. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, finally to our very final round, we'll head down to the mat. Going through our side planks, option of that crunch and reach. You can pick whatever side you want to start with, either leg straight or you can bend that bottom knee. We'll get started here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, crunch and reach. Or you can always hold. Either way, we're focusing on keeping that hip up off the mat. Breathing through. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful job. We'll switch sides, setting up the exact same way. We'll get started in 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Crunching, reaching, working the core, hips, glutes, all good stuff. Nice controlled movement here. And 3, 2, 1. You can slowly lower down, switch sides. Nice and gracefully. Last time through, we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Crunching and reaching, or option of that hold. Either way, building that core strength. Nice active recovery to end class. In 3, 2, 1. Good. You can flip on over. Last switcheroo. Final exercise of class. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds here. Giving it our best effort, keeping that movement controlled, keeping the hip lifted off the mat. 5 seconds. Here's 3, 2, 1. Ooh, we'll go ahead and flip onto your front and start to walk the knees out as wide as comfortable, big toes to touch. We're gonna move into child's pose. We're sitting hips down towards the heels, walking, reaching the hands forward, and you can relax forehead to the mat. Great full body stretch here. We'll just slow down with a couple deep breaths, aiming for 3 to 4 seconds with each breath. Should feel a really nice stretch from the shoulders down the back into the hips. You can always take some movements too if you want to gently start to sway side to side, kind of shifting the weight from one leg to the other. Good. All right, from here, we're going to slowly walk the hands up towards us. Stepping into a runner's lunge, we'll bring right foot forward first. So you can either take this down on the mat, or if this is uncomfortable on the knee, you can also stand it up and still get that same stretch in the hip flexor. If you'd like to add a little upper body component, you can bring the right arm across the body. Maybe roll the wrists out, stretch the fingers out, and take a couple deep breaths. Let's get one more deep breath. Good. We'll slowly release the arms. Go ahead and switch sides. Stepping left leg forward, right leg back, and still getting that nice stretch in the hip flexor on the right side. An option, once you're settled in, you can bring that left arm across. A little bonus, stretching out the shoulders, the back. Option to roll the wrists, stretch the fingers. And breathing easy. Let's take one more deep breath. Good, we'll slowly release the arm. You can shake it out. Make your way to standing if you're not already, and we'll just shake the legs. We kick the heels up towards the glutes. Take some shoulder rolls. And that is all I have for you today for Cardio Tabata. Thank you so much for joining.